My child, stop for a moment and listen to my voice. You did not come across these words by accident. Before this day began, before you opened your eyes this morning, I already knew this moment would come. I have brought you here because there is something your heart needs to hear. For a long time, you have been carrying burdens that were never meant to be yours alone. You have smiled while hiding pain. You have kept moving forward while fighting battles no one else could see. There were nights when you lay awake wondering if anything would ever change. There were moments when you questioned whether your prayers were reaching me at all. But my child, I have heard every prayer. I have seen every tear. I have watched every step of your journey. Nothing about your story has been hidden from me. When you felt abandoned, I was beside you. When you felt weak, I was sustaining you. When you thought you had reached your limit, my hand was carrying you farther than your own strength ever could. Today I want you to understand something important. I have not forgotten you, and I have not abandoned the plans I created for your life. Even when doors closed unexpectedly, I was protecting you. Even when opportunities disappeared, I was redirecting you. Even when the waiting felt unbearable, I was preparing things that could not be rushed. You have often looked at your circumstances and wondered why progress seemed slow. You asked why certain prayers remained unanswered. You questioned why some people walked away and why some dreams appeared to fade. But what you could not see was that I was working behind every scene. I was arranging what needed to be arranged. I was removing what could not go with you. I was strengthening your character for the season ahead. I was teaching you to trust me even when you could not understand my timing. And now this season is changing. The chapter that has exhausted your heart is coming to an end. The season of confusion is giving way to clarity. The season of discouragement is giving way to renewed hope. The season of waiting is preparing to reveal what I have been building in secret. Do not mistake silence for absence. Just because you could not see me moving did not mean I was standing still. I have been opening doors that no human hand could open. I have been aligning people you have not met yet. I have been preparing opportunities that are closer than you realize. I have been creating pathways where you ONL. Why saw obstacles? My child, trust me with what you cannot yet see. Trust me with the doors I close. Trust me with the paths I redirect. Trust me with the timing you do not understand. For I know the end from the beginning, and my plans for you are greater than anything fear has been whispering into your mind. Do not allow disappointment to convince you that your future is small. Do not allow past failures to define what is possible. Do not allow fear to speak louder than my promises. You are not finished. Your story is not over. Your best days are not behind you. I am still writing chapters that you have not yet imagined. And when the time comes, you will look back and realize that every delay, every lesson, every challenge, and every closed door was leading you to a place far better than the one you were trying to reach on your own. So lift your head. Strengthen your heart. Release your fear. Let go of what I am asking you to surrender. And walk forward with confidence, knowing that I am with you. I am before you. I am beside you. I am behind you. And what I have begun in your life, I will faithfully bring to completion. My child, there is still more I need you to understand. The road ahead will not always be easy, but it will be purposeful. Every step I lead you to take has meaning. Every lesson has value. Every challenge has a purpose greater than what you can see in the moment. Too often you have judged your future by your present circumstances. You have looked at what is missing and assumed that nothing is changing. You have looked at obstacles and assumed they were signs to stop. But I tell you now, many of the things you called obstacles were actually preparations. I was teaching you patience when you wanted immediate answers. I was teaching you faith when visible evidence was nowhere to be found. I was teaching you perseverance when every part of you wanted to quit. What felt like delay was often development. What felt like rejection was often protection. What felt like loss was often redirection. My child, do not underestimate what I can do with a life that remains surrendered to me. I can restore what was broken. I can heal what was wounded. I can rebuild what seemed beyond repair. I can create opportunities where none appear to exist. There is no situation too difficult for me and no story too damaged for my grace. You have spent too much time listening to voices that magnify your fears. Some voices told you that you were not enough. Some reminded you of every mistake you ever made. Some tried to convince you that your best opportunities had already passed. But those voices do not speak for me. My voice speaks hope. My voice speaks truth. My voice speaks life. When I look at you, I do not see only your failures. I see your potential. I see the purpose I placed within you before you were born. I see the strength that has been formed through every trial you have endured. I see the person you are becoming. That is why I refuse to give up on you. Even when you doubted yourself, I did not doubt my purpose for your life. Even when you felt lost, I knew exactly where you were. Even when you could not see a way forward, I was already making one. So stop measuring your future by your current limitations. Your resources are not your source. Your circumstances are not your destiny. Your setbacks are not your identity. I am greater than every limitation standing before you. I am greater than every fear trying to control you. I am greater than every mountain that appears impossible to move. And in the days ahead, I want you to walk differently. Walk with confidence instead of fear. Walk with expectation instead of discouragement. Walk with gratitude instead of constant worry. Not because every problem has disappeared, but because I am with you in the middle of every situation. My presence is not dependent upon perfect circumstances. I remain faithful in every season. I am faithful when the answers arrive quickly. I am faithful when the waiting feels long. I am faithful in abundance. I am faithful in uncertainty. I am faithful when you feel strong. I am faithful when you feel weak. My child, remember this whenever doubt tries to enter your heart. I have never failed you, and I never will. There are blessings on the horizon that you cannot yet see. There are prayers already being answered in ways you do not yet understand. There are doors already beginning to open. There are connections already being formed. There are opportunities already being prepared. Do not lose hope just because you cannot see the full picture. A seed beneath the soil looks inactive before it begins to grow. Yet beneath the surface, life is already at work. In the same way, I am working in places your eyes cannot see. I am arranging details. I am aligning timing. I am preparing hearts. I am making a path through places that once seemed impossible. So remain faithful. Continue praying. Continue believing. Continue trusting me even when the evidence has not fully appeared. For the day is coming when what I have been doing in secret will become visible. You will understand why certain doors closed. You will understand why certain people left. You will understand why certain seasons lasted longer than expected. And when you see the fullness of my plan, you will recognize that my hand was guiding you through it all. Until that day, stay close to me. Let my promises fill your thoughts. Let my peace guard your heart. Let my wisdom direct your decisions. And never forget this truth, my beloved child. You are loved more deeply than you can imagine. You are seen more clearly than you realize. You are valued more highly than you know. And the future I am preparing for you is still unfolding, one step, one lesson, and one victory at a time. My child, as you continue forward, there is something I want you to remember whenever uncertainty tries to take hold of your heart. You do not have to know every detail of the journey to trust the one who is leading you. Many times you have asked me to show you the entire path before taking the first step. You wanted certainty before obedience. You wanted answers before action. You wanted proof before faith. But faith grows when you choose to trust me even when the road ahead is hidden. If I revealed everything at once, you would rely on your understanding instead of my guidance. You would trust the plan more than the one who created it. So I give you light for the next step. I provide strength for today. I offer wisdom for the decisions in front of you. And as you follow me faithfully, I reveal more in my perfect timing. My child, do not be discouraged by how far you still have to go. Instead, look at how far I have already brought you. There was a time when the challenges you face today would have overwhelmed you. There was a time when the fears you now confront would have caused you to retreat. Yet here you are. You are stronger than you were, wiser than you were, closer to me than you were. The growth did not happen overnight, but it happened. Every lesson mattered. Every prayer mattered. Every act of obedience mattered. Nothing was wasted. Even the mistakes you regret have become opportunities for wisdom. Even the painful chapters have taught you compassion. Even the disappointments have strengthened your dependence on me. I can redeem what's broken. I can use what others intended for harm. I can bring beauty from ashes and purpose from pain. That is what I do. That is who I am. So stop allowing guilt to define your future. The past may explain where you have been, but it does not determine where I can take you. Your failures are not greater than my mercy. Your weakness is not greater than my strength. Your limitations are not greater than my power. When I call you forward, I do not do so because you are perfect. I do so because my grace is sufficient for every weakness and my strength is made perfect where yours ends. My child, there are dreams within you that you have quietly set aside. Some were abandoned because of disappointment. Some were buried beneath responsibility. Some were forgotten because too much time seemed to pass. But I have not forgotten them. The desires I placed within your heart still matter to me. In the right season, I can restore vision where hope has faded. I can awaken courage where fear once ruled. I can open opportunities that seem impossible from where you stand today. Do not assume that a delay means a denial. Do not assume that silence means abandonment. Do not assume that a closed door means the story is over. I am still working. I am still speaking. I am still leading. And I am still able to do far more than you can imagine. There will be moments ahead when you are tempted to compare your journey to the journeys of others. Resist that temptation. You do not know the full story of another person's path, and they do not know yours. I have created you with a unique purpose. I am leading you through a unique process. The timing I have chosen for your life is intentional. Do not rush because someone else appears ahead of you. Do not lose heart because someone else's blessing arrives sooner. Trust my timing. Trust my wisdom. Trust my love. What I have prepared for you does not require comparison. It requires faithfulness. My child, guard your heart against bitterness. Bitterness will convince you to focus on what you lost instead of what remains. It will cause you to rehearse old wounds instead of embracing new opportunities. It will keep your eyes fixed on the past when I am calling you into the future. Release those hurts into my hands. Forgive where forgiveness is needed. Let go of resentment. Choose freedom. Not because what happened was acceptable, but because I do not want yesterday's pain controlling tomorrow's possibilities. You were not created to live chained to old wounds. You are created to walk in freedom, peace, and purpose. And when challenges come, as they sometimes will, remember who walks beside you. You do not face them alone. I am with you in every battle. I am with you in every decision. I am with you in every uncertainty. When you feel weak, lean on my strength. When you feel confused, seek my wisdom. When you feel afraid, rest in my presence. When you feel weary, allow me to renew your spirit. For I am your refuge in the storm, your peace in the chaos, and your hope in every season. The days ahead hold more than you can currently see. There are blessings yet to arrive. There are lessons yet to be learned. There are victories yet to be won. There are prayers yet to be answered. So do not give up now. Do not stop believing now. Do not turn back now. You have come too far, and I have brought you too close to what lies ahead. Keep moving forward. Keep trusting. Keep praying. Keep believing. And one day you will look back and see that my hand was guiding every step, even when the path seemed uncertain. You will see that my promises were true. You will see that my timing was perfect. And you will know that through every season, every struggle, and every victory, I never left your side.